This is how we like to do it.
So, family, we're officially married. Holla.
Woo!
Our wedding was amazing.
Yes.
I mean, the day, the night, the reception, the day after, which was a public reception.
Guys,
there's so much information.
So much that was going on. I'm so happy that, I'm happy that it's over, but I kind of wish that the day was here again because it was just so beautiful. So much of our family and our friends, people came from all over just to support our union.
Yeah, listen, but this is the crazy part. This is our first video not in California. So here's the twist.
Yeah.
We're in Phoenix, Arizona.
Guys, we're not living in California anymore.
We're not even in California anymore.
We're living in Phoenix.
Let's rewind.
Desert, guys.
How about we rewind so you can figure out how this happened? All right. June. So this is what happened. June was a beautiful month. Just a
It was
normal,
so hot. Hold
okay,
on,
yeah,
wait.
okay.
Let's
Well,
not
in our city it was hot, but I'm not gonna lie, it was crazy because it was just something that brewed up out of nowhere. Kelsey got offered her job on a Monday.
Yeah.
I remember that like crazy. But I had gotten a phone call from a pastor here in Phoenix, Arizona, about becoming a pastor of worship and arts here at a church. I was completely blown away, to be honest with you, because when I talked with the pastor, it was almost like everything that I've ever prayed for, the opportunities, and it was wild. I'll just say that it was wild. And there was a lot of things that led up to that, as far as God really confirming himself, confirming the message for me. And it was just crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, not to mention that because this is June, we have a wedding that's coming up in September. So
Right.
we're both of us were staying with our parents at that time.
Yeah.
So we're in grind mode. We're saving up.
Complete grind.
We need to figure out where we're going to be living.
Right.
We need to figure out a whole lot of stuff and how money was going to be allotted to certain things.
Yes.
Everything changed when he got that phone call. So before he got the phone call, it was the weekend before. We were out and we were looking for somewhere to stay. Guys, we could not find a place to stay, at all. Every single place we walked in, I was like, baseboard's dirty. No, can't do it. No, seriously.
And you know what? Let me say this real quick. The funny thing was, you would almost think that we couldn't agree, but we actually agreed that we didn't like no other place.
Yeah, that was one thing we did agree on.
We just agreed that none of those places worked for us. So,
yeah, so the one place that was, you could kind of deal with it, just deal with it for that 1 year, until you saved up until we saved up a little more.
Yeah. We
decided we were gonna put a deposit down. So Kristen gets his checkbook and everything, and we're about to put a deposit down, but something in me was just telling me, no, let's not. So I told Kristen, you know what? Let's not do it. Literally, we didn't put that deposit down on that place. And the next day is when he got the phone call for the job opportunity here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Now listen, this ain't magic. I'm a man like anybody else. Stress mode did hit in when she said, don't put that deposit in. So of course, in my mind, I'm thinking, what are you thinking? Kelsey, we get married in 2-3 months. We don't have a place to live. I was completely stressed out. Not even gonna lie, completely stressed out.
This was the end of June too.
Literally.
So what's funny is the same time that he got the phone call for the job opportunity in Phoenix is when I got the phone call for my previous job that I resigned for at CSU Bakersfield. So it was just a lot going on. We were so confused because we had both been praying. You guys know that I was living in Atlanta before. So I didn't want to move back to Bakersfield. And I kind of wanted our first year of marriage to not be around our family or our parents or anyone because we wanted to grow as a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
as a unit, I like that.
Yeah. So we wanted to be apart from them. So when I got that phone call for that job, I was like, God, I'm a little bit confused right now. Is this your way of telling me that I need to humble myself and that we're gonna live in Bakersfield for a while? Okay, if that's that way, then okay, God, your will be done. But then the same day, actually an hour later, is when Kristen got the phone call from Phoenix. So I was like, what is going on? God, what do you want us to do? Do I accept this job? Do I not accept this job? If I do accept this job, is it showing that I lack faith? So I accepted the job and I got that money for for that time, which was a blessing because that helped us to pay off everything for the wedding. We owe nada.
Right.
Nada.
Now listen, this was crazy. Like, everything was just crazy how this all worked out. Now, first, let me give you a little backdrop too. When I got the call from the church, it was like random. Like, it came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just came out of nowhere. And so, of course, my emotions, you know, my mind is like, oh, dang, this is a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But, okay, well, first, you know how we get sometimes, well, let me see it first, because sometimes it can be too good to be true. Everything I was getting told, nah, it's too good to be true.
It sounded so too good to be true. I was like, something don't sound right about this pastor.
So for me, I said, okay, let's go out there. Let's kind of go check it out first. Now, the first time that we were able to get out there was July. Now, how this conversation went down was, hey, listen, we're not married yet, so would you mind, you know, we would love to come down there together, but we're going to have 2 separate rooms. They accommodated us and said, we'll do something better. We'll give you 2 separate hotels, not just 2 separate rooms. And I was like... Sounded
great at the time. Honestly, like, I'm not even going to lie.
Whoa. I was like, dang.
The thing that this was nice. A large city, I appreciate it. We've had this conversation, so I can say this now. Honestly, guys, that was so inconvenient. I'm not even kidding. Only because I didn't realize how big and spread out Phoenix was. Like, when you look on a map, honestly, everything looks like it's like right next to each other. Those hotels were so far apart. But I guess it was good because my flesh.
Well, I'll be honest too. It was cool for them to do something like that. And so we honored them and they honored us. So I appreciate that. But the crazy thing was we couldn't get out there until the end of July. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm sure some of you know, some of our followers, I sing with Israel Newbury. I had a couple of dates in July, so there was no way. Like, it was literally like, hey, can you come out the first Sunday? I was like, well, no, because I'm still the minister of music at another church, at my old church, which is Rising Star Baptist Church in Bakersfield, California. Whoop, whoop. But anyway, so I was doing that. I was like, okay, no, I can't do this. So we really couldn't actually come until the end of the month, which I still had an engagement with Israel Newbury in California and just had to work it out, you know, that weekend. So fast forward. I want you guys
to miss that. He said the end of the month. So he got their call at the end of June. Yeah. And we weren't able to come out for the first time to see if we even wanted to take it until the end of July.
The end of July.
We get married September 16th. Which means you got to have a deposit down. You got to be.
You got to have something.
Yeah.
You got to have something. So we went down there in July. And first visit, cool. It was nice. But I don't know about you, but we're not haste decision makers. Like, no, it takes time.
Wait up on the Lord.
Yeah, like we gotta, sometimes some of us can over process, some of us can overthink, but sometimes you do need to check on it and say, you know what, God, what is it that you're looking for me to do? What is it exactly that you want me to do? So in that position, we said, okay, we got to come out one more time. And the cool thing was the pastor was the same way. He said, hey, you know what? I want you to get a feel, you know, come out again if you would like, you know, come see the area. So we came out again in August. Now it's August.
Yeah, it's August and it's so close to our wedding. And I'm sure you guys heard of like Bride Brain or Bridezilla. I don't think that I was a Bridezilla though, because I kind of got complimented on the way that we handled everything. But honestly, what was going on in my head was so crazy, you guys. Seriously, like we couldn't make any decisions because we didn't know where we were going to be living. So it's kind of like people are asking us what to get. So this was the hardest thing because you know how like you make a wedding registry and a bridal registry? How do you make that knowing that you possibly might not be here? So you have to take into account. Yeah, you have to take into account moving all that stuff.
Who
wants to pay for that?
How are we supposed to know what we want in a home we don't got? That's exactly where our mindset was. It's like,
like how do you do that?
We don't know.
So we just asked for checks and gift cards and thank the Lord because them came in so handy.
Serious. And so me and Kelsey, like I'll admit during that time process, we were both kind of feeling kind of anxious. Like, okay, Kristen, what is the church saying? I'm thinking like, I don't know. And I'm thinking, well, what are you thinking? And I'm like, I don't know. And it was so crazy how God, specifically for me, he spoke to me and said, Kristen, I'm going to need you to be patient because you guys are not the only ones that's making a faith move. So are they. And it kind of tripped me out because it made me look at the whole thing completely different. So we went out in August, but get this. That still wasn't it.
That still wasn't it. So
fast forward to September.
Yes.
The first week to be exact.
So the funny thing is, like in those moments where you feel like you have to make a decision, that's when you don't make a decision.
Yes.
And sometimes we feel like we need to,
Yeah.
which you guys can read about that. And I mean, we'll hear about that in our next video.
Definitely.
We'll really be talking about that. But we decided to go on a fast. Like we really felt God provoking us to go on a fast so that our decisions aren't weighed by our own emotions, because this is everything that we prayed for. This is
Right.
everything that we've dreamed of. Like this is everything that God has showed us.
Right.
And it was also convenient for me because it wasn't in Bakersfield. So it's kind of like you don't want to make that type of decision just being led by yourself. So we decided to go on a fast, and literally after the fast was over with, still no answers. So we were kind of just like, what is going on?
None.
Literally, like the first week of September came, and there was just so much stuff going on. Like I was like losing like all kind of crazy weight to where I had like 3 alterations within the week before the wedding day. And then on top of that, we didn't know where we were going to be living.
We really did.
So when it came down to it, people were like, oh, where can we send your gift to? My mom's house. Or like, Kristen, are you ready to be the head of the house?
I'm just sitting there like,
what house?
Like, what house?
Yeah, so it was just like a lot going on all at one time.
It was. I mean, like, can't even lie. It was just too much going on at that one time. And you're thinking about wedding. We're still working at both of our respectable jobs. And it was just like, God, I'm going to need you to do something very quickly, or because September hit. So no matter what, it would have been hard to get a place even in September. Like it was just, everything was just crunch time. And so the crazy thing was, we came back out here again in September. It was the first week, and I led worship, and it was such an amazing time that we had.
It was like a peaceful.
Yeah, this specific time it was really cool because I remember me and Kels, we were in separate hotels again, but it was really cool because we really just kind of like, it was almost like when Joshua sent out the scouts, we were scouting the land and stuff like that. But it was more of like a piece, you know, we got to go around and see different homes and got to go talk to different people and things like that. But the cool thing was, I remember specifically, Kelsey told me a lot of times we tune in and watch
Dream Center,
which is an amazing ministry. Check them out for sure. Bishop William Murphy. Kelsey attended there last year when she went to Atlanta.
Still,
and so
I'm still attending online.
Especially online, yeah. And so Kelsey, I remember I had to go to sound check, and I told her I'd go pick her up. And she said, Kristen, oh my gosh, this message is so powerful. And I was like, okay, well, in my mind, I'm thinking I got to lead worship. So kind of just tell me on the way. What, like, so I'm driving, I'm like, okay. Come to find out, our pastor preached almost verbatim the same message that was preached there. And
then my dad preached almost the same
same thing.
I don't know. It was just like way too weird.
It was too much. But the cool thing was, don't doubt God when you actually ask him to send you confirmation.
Yeah,
the worst thing
really leads you and guides you in all truth.
The worst thing you can do is get the confirmation and still say, God, can you send me a sign? And God is like, how many more signs do you want? Like,
bruh,
I've sent you every single sign that you possibly need. So anyway, long story short, this last trip was pretty much the deciding factor for us, and it was really the deciding factor for them. And so we went back home, and we accepted the offer to move here. And the crazy thing was, we still kept it secret. Nobody really knew except our families, because at that time we were still preparing for our wedding, which didn't happen yet. We were preparing to now move. We were preparing for a honeymoon, which we didn't know was going to happen for sure because of the hurricanes.
All the hurricanes. So wait, let me put a plug in right there. Oh my gosh, you guys. It was just like so much going on top of the 3 alterations for my dress. My dad didn't get his tuxedo until like the week. Okay, just like a lot of little things. And then on top of that, all these natural disasters decided to go around Cancun.
At one time.
All at one time.
It was...
Yeah. And then the crazy thing about that too is, even while we were on our honeymoon, there was 2 earthquakes that happened in Mexico. Like
while we were there,
just a lot, guys. Just a lot going on. But through that, like, I feel as if God was really, really, really showing himself strong. And how the Bible tells us that when Jesus went back up, that he sent a comforter for us. I feel like that comforter was there. Even we were able to have like a peace, even though we didn't have anywhere to live. Like, it was so, it's unexplainable. Like, I remember talking to one of my brothers, and they were just like, Kelsey, how are you not freaking out? Like, I'm freaking out for you. I couldn't even explain it, because it was just like, a peace. It's really hard to explain.
Listen, in one of our previous videos, we actually talked about eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. And I think that me and her actually had to live that for a moment where we couldn't tell everybody what was going on, because a lot of times people won't necessarily understand your belief and your faith of what you're going through at that moment. So many people probably would have called us crazy. What do you mean you don't have a place? What do you mean you're waiting on an offer? What do you,
that's
what
not
do you
God,
mean?
because the provision isn't set
there. Yeah.
When really God operates in the steps of our faith. So that means the steps, the walking. It's just not going to be laid out like a path. Like, okay, that's going to be there. That's going to be there. That's going to be there. No, he's going to show you in your faith walking.
That's right. That's right. And the cool thing about it was, I mentioned to you that it was everything that I prayed for. Don't be distraught. This is for somebody. I know this is for somebody. Don't be distraught or don't be deceived if everything you pray for doesn't look like what you thought it was supposed to look like. So many times we can completely turn our back on our promise or where God is trying to take us, because what we pray for, you see little spots, but it's not the picture perfect thing that you wanted. No, that does not necessarily mean that that's not God. No, what that means is he's putting you in a place where he can shine his light through you to make some change or to do something different or to bring something different that wasn't there before. It's not going to always be picture perfect when you get there. No, when the children of Israel got to the promised land, they still had to fight to do what? They had to occupy the land. It wasn't just ready for them. I mean, it was there and God was like, hey, it's yours, but you still got to do something to get it. It's the same thing that happens when we're praying for stuff and we're trying to get to a place, and I can completely go in on that. So I'm not about to go in on that. You go ahead.
Yeah, you guys can see all of this going in and all that in our other video that we posted also. The link is right here.
Yes, definitely.
Go ahead and watch that. But seriously, we just wanted to share what's been going on because we get so many questions. I'm sorry that I'm not able to answer all of your DMs.
I'm sorry too, y'all. So sorry.
I apologize. And I also apologize for all the comments and messages that were sent to us on here because we haven't really been checking YouTube. Oh,
sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Shout out to all of our followers and subscribers that came.
Thank y'all.
I checked it one day and it was like way more than what it was before, and then I looked at our views and I'm like, our engagement video has 24K. Like, what? Look, you guys are amazing.
We really appreciate y'all, for real. I'm grateful that y'all are getting a feel for us, y'all enjoying what y'all hearing, and we took like 3 months off. Sorry, it wasn't like we took it off.
Yes,
we just had to really figure out life, you know what I'm saying? Like we're learning how to be married. Like,
do you guys think that we should do a video about that? Click yes or no in the little poll up here.
Definitely tell us that.
I feel like we should talk about that. Yeah. Also, guys, we have a little announcement. We are. You guys thought I was about to say pregnant, huh? No.
That's definitely not there. You thought.
Yeah, you thought completely wrong. No, we are starting a vlog. And our vlog is titled More Ever After, which is the same thing as what the theme of our wedding was. So you guys can check out all of our wedding pictures and our videos and posts and everything that anyone posted like during that day. You guys can search the hashtag. This barstool, so annoying.
I know y'all probably heard the noise.
Keeps clicking, and I just feel like I'm about to fall flat.
Sorry.
But you guys can search our hashtag on social media. It's More Ever After 2017.
Definitely.
And yeah, be looking forward to our vlogs because we're going to be showing you guys a little insider view of the Moors and what More Ever After looks like. And I feel like this is going to be so helpful for people in their first year of marriage. Like,
definitely.
God, just use us however you want to, even if that's showing all of the eerie details of Kristen not putting the toothpaste cap on the toothpaste.
Or Kelsey. No, I'm just playing. You thought I was
going to say.
Smart guy. I know what I'm doing.
Smart. You bet you weren't going to eat dinner tonight. Okay, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Also, go and follow us on social media because we post like a lot on there. And you'll probably get more activity out of us on like Instagram or Facebook.
We are planning to come back more. I promise. This is the start of not a video and then you hear back from us in February and you got more crazy news. No, we're gonna be back.
It was just like a lot going on.
It was
Sorry,
just
guys.
too much going on.
Yeah. Do you accept us?
Yeah, it was just way too much going on at once. Listen, to be honest with you, unit family, half the people in Bakersfield that were actually a lot of people that were friends and close with didn't even know we were going through all this. So
you guys can check out the link to that announcement video also below, because we did a Facebook Live video and we announced it to everybody.
Yes.
And then we invited everybody to our public reception because we had a private reception also. Okay, so yeah, just go to the link below. It's in our description of that live video, so you guys can check that out also, because I feel like there's details that we kind of left out, but you guys get the gist of it.
Definitely.
We love you guys.
Definitely love y'all.
We're back.
Thank y'all for sticking with us, man. Can't wait to see you on the next one.